Sorry. I was lost in thought for a minute and didn't realize I had clicked the button to go live. Hello, welcome to the Creator Metaphysical Store. My name's Edgar, and as you can see, we're going to be talking about the ego and what is its instruction manual. How does it work? Okay, so without further ado, let us talk. So I'll be using a lot of examples in my life and a lot of examples from famous people who have done conscious education work. Um, so first off, from what I understand from extensive research on consciousness myself, is that the ego is your identity. And we will later on, after I talk about what the ego is, how does it work, I will be pointing out some negative things that the main society tends to talk or say or do about the ego, and how they're doing it the wrong way. And I feel like this hinges, like it hinders our manifestation. Um, so number one, the ego is your identity. It's what keeps you safe. It's what you identify as a soul rather than as you identify in this lifetime. Um, because technically you're infinite as a soul, you're infinite energy, you're energy in the infinite. But because of how we are designed in this vessel to see from the third dimensional sense, it limits the perspective. And that's only because we're either here to learn or to experience something. In my honest opinion, I don't believe that. I believe that some here are just to be here. Some are here for comic lessons and life lessons, evolutionary things. Well, the the latter is where people are just here to experience. So what the ego is, I'm going to reiterate, is the identity of the soul. Nothing more, nothing less. What helps build the identity of the soul, you may ask? Emotions in mental perceptions. For a reason why I say emotions first is because emotions generate a certain perception of that idea. So, for example, say you're looking at a cute dog picture and you reacted as if sad. Your viewpoint is gonna be, your perception is gonna be sad. Whereas if you're mad, you're gonna see it as something in a mad way. Or if you're loving, you're gonna see it in a loving way. So you're gonna perceive it by your emotional response. And this is why I do a thing called the super consciousness meditation, and I will get to that in another video. So that's why I say emotions first before the mental perception, because the emotions are what create the mental perception, or you can call it viewpoint, of that idea or consciousness. So I think that pretty much covers the how it works and how it does work. I mean, if you have any questions, feel free to put a comment, and I will try to get back to that as soon as possible. I do run a metaphysical store, so I tend to be kind of busy trying to get things done and certain products. And that reminds me, I will be talking about a store update at the end of the video. So definitely watch out for that if you like what I offer from thecreatorfrequency.com. It is called The Creator Metaphysical Store. And that's why we help co-create a reality. We're the creators of our reality. So I chose the word the creator because I'm one creator. but I help co-create with the other people. So, um, so to kind of give you what I was going to say was lost my train of thought. Just had a brain fart. So I was talking about the ego and how it works, and negative qualities that I believe that hinder people. So one thing for certain is I noticed that sometimes there's always every so often, it's not often on Facebook, but there have been trends where people have said in the spiritual community where it says to basically get rid of your ego, and you can't do that because it is your identity. So basically, don't get don't program yourself, reprogram yourself to instead of saying I'm going to get rid of my ego, say you're going to get rid of things that negatively affect your ego, that negatively impact your ego, because your ego is your identity. So what's negatively impacting your identity is impacting you, not just mentally, emotionally, but also mentally. Not just you, but mentally, emotionally, physically, and so spiritually. And I talk really fast sometimes, so I have to reword it sometimes because my mind's going faster, but my my mouth is not catching up, as you can see. So I tend to like da 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 da, repeat it so many times. So um, another trend that I've also seen with people is if someone's talking about themselves so much, they tend to become negative and just like, wow, you're so egotistical. Instead of saying that, why don't you say, well, this person has his own belief system and that is awesome. But what is my belief system? Because obviously there's something in what he's saying that is triggering you, and what it's obviously triggering you, and in some way, shape, or form that has something to do with something that you identify within you. And it's not necessarily a bad thing, but do make note of it and figure out if it's going to negatively impact your life or not. Um, I think there was a third one I was going to suggest, but I can't think of it right now. Excuse me. Oh, I see. So she was right here, and there's something around this area. So you're telling me it has been sealed? Okay, understood. Completely understood. I had some spirit guides. I told them, requested them, hey, can you go and find any information about this dream from Morpheus and the Dreamweavers? And it turns out I just got my answers. Um, so I will do that in another video. I don't want to dilute this with other random topic. But I think that pretty much covers everything. If I think of anything else, I will definitely make another video on it as well. So let's talk about the consciousness in the subconscious, how it works. Because the ego is on every plane, but okay. So there's the consciousness, which is the oscillating structure of, that good and evil, light and dark duality feeling. Then there is the superconscious, the subconscious. Got a little ahead of myself. The subconscious, which basically tries to. Excuse me, I'm so tired. I got enough sleep. I got. I got. The subconscious tries to compartmentalize certain aspects and tries to logically have understanding of that. And I laugh because sometimes you can't give a logic understanding to some things, you know. Um, so that's what I I know that's kind of interesting. Um, Trying to got brain fart. I keep getting messages. Yeah, so I'm just like, when I'm like, it's because I'm trying to process what I'm getting from spirit. And, can we, I'm in the middle, well, you know what, never mind, scratch that comment. Keep doing what you're doing, because it's important I'm getting the messages right now. Um, So with the subconscious and the consciousness, so the consciousness kind of goes to the oscillating pendulum like structure. Whereas the subconscious tries to compartmentalize and say, this is why I am this way. Like, this is where your identity lies, your ego, so to speak. It's basically like, well, this person said this one, so I'm not going to do it anymore. Usually what we identify is either is mostly at the fundamental basics is survival instincts. It's where you you need to protect yourself or you need to do this and that. It's an instruction manual of how you're going to live your life. And then there's what you call the super consciousness, which is above the subconscious and the super and the consciousness. So what the super consciousness, this is the third aspect to our mind. It what basically is like the doctor or the surgeon. It takes your ego, be like, okay, so I need to do a massive change history on this aspect of this identity, identifiable aspect. I need to do this. I need to no longer resist this identity. I no longer need to stop doing this. So it basically helps change your instruction manual of your ego, your identity, so to speak, and helps with that. Um, in that sense. Um, this is something that we all are capable of doing. Now, for first timers, what I'd like to do is like, because they don't know what the super consciousness energy feels like. And I don't, it's something that you could just close your eyes and be like, super consciousness. Do a massive change history, treat and transcend the resistance when it comes to the active experience of living the life I love, of being healthy and vital, of being as my true nature and true purpose, and being a predominant creative force in my life. When it comes to the active experience of manifesting and creating followers on my YouTube channel and customers for my metaphysical store, The Creator, and bring that into transcend the resistance. Let me express the active experience with physical experiences made by experiment, the law of experimentation and integration. And with that being said, it does that. Now, that was just an example of myself and what I'd like to create and what I'd like to stop resisting. So I was using, as you could see, I was using myself as an example. Um, and I like to do after that is like super consciousness. And please transmute resistance, and in resistance place, let there be self-acceptance to the new identities that I'm wishing to express. Let there be self-confidence, self-belief, belief in the self, so self-belief and self-acknowledgement in the self, self-confidence in the self, and self-willingness to be this, what I'm wishing to express. And I feel it. I definitely feel it. Now, I will be doing a super consciousness meditation, and it will be, there'll be periods where I'll say, well, I won't talk for a minute. Those periods where I don't talk is where you'll be able to like fill in the blanks of what you want to have. I will be doing another video on the super consciousness because I feel like the other one was inadequate. So that's why I'm doing a new one, and I'll be giving you the phrases and the tools necessary. Now it does go a little bit deeper, and in this case, if you what you can use muscle testing, chakra testing where it connects to the chakra, and then you can ask the chakra which part of the body does this chakra is connecting to. For example, I tend to use this as a healing method. So, for example, there are certain parts of the body where the root chakra, all the way through the crown, are connected to certain parts in the body. And with that being said, you then ask it, oh, what part of this, you ask what chakra is this affecting? And then you ask it, okay, what part of the body is this chakra affecting negatively? And you say like the eyes, and then so it just you then match up with the chart, and then you see why this is affecting that person, and then you could transmute that energy and then fully heal that energy. But I don't know the command words to fully heal people. I've only ever done it one time, and it was when I was trying to go on the atomic molecular structure. So to go really, really, really deep into the energy, so to speak. Um, so I think that's really important to have a full understanding of muscle testing, of where the chakras are and how they connect to physical parts in the body. Um, and then having also an understanding of brain and heart coherence as well. And that helps with that, and understanding the four pillars of reality and the seven laws of creation. So I believe I did a video that talked about the seven laws of creation, how they connect to the chakra system. And if you have that understanding, you can then use it for your body and make your body generate the energy and polarize it, have the cause, so you can have your body embody the seven laws of creation, which is kind of cool. I am still doing some research on it, so I have not made a video that connects different chakras and what you can do. I think I will do a seven chakra video that talks about what emotions are negatively react. What emotions gave me that negatively affect this chakra, what you can do to correct it, what you can do to keep it balanced, and what you can wear, what crystals you can use, what techniques as far as meditation stuff you can use that will help with that. I just got in the image of a selenite pendant with the chakra stones in it. Anyway, so I will leave you with that information, and I'm going to give you a store update. I am going to be ordering a bunch of dream catchers, as well as oils and incense burners. I'm getting the oil. It's the incense burners are basically for the incense. I know I just reworded that simultaneously. So it's not oil incense burners. It's the oil, and I'm going to be using the oil to make some soap, as well as um, candles. But they're going to be sand candles, so I really do hope you like them. And then I'll be also making deodorant, soaps, and leave deodorant, soaps, and candles. That's it. I might in the future start making perfumes, but I have not had the ability to do so at this time. And of course, when I think I should order put a package on my website where it includes the items of the soap, the deodorant, and the candle as a home, like a care package to yourself. So you can order yourself a care package, and um, I don't I don't like how you'll all be getting the same sense, of course, because I don't think that the format for the website I'm using, it doesn't allow you with multiple options. So as far as like for the candles or just for this, so it'll be on a scented basis, because I still need to figure out if I need to go to a different website or not to do it. Um, and I'm not skilled at coding, so um, I mean, I can. I know how to code. I'm not skilled like that. Because technically coding is just giving an instruction manual to the computer. Like it's you're like talking to the computer on its level. But like for example, you could say parentheses print parentheses the two dots and then say hello, and the computer will respond hello. you know, and how so it's like that. So it's like computer talk. So or you could say command hello, and then it would say hello, something like that. So I'm not a full expert on it, so I don't feel like I'll be capable to do my own website right now, but maybe in the future I will get some things going. I have to make some phone calls now, but I just wanted to give you that phone store update as far as the oils, the incense burners, and um, I am buying them individually, so they will be sold on the and how like double the price. I mean, not double the price. Uh, sorry, I was thinking about something else in my head, and I really do apologize. I was thinking about doubling the price on the candles by size. As you can see, I'm thinking multiple things at the same time. So it will be really cheap. I'm selling the incense burners for $2 a piece. That does not include the tax and the shipping cost if you're buying it from far away. Okay, but it is $2 a piece because they're like this long, and it's pretty reasonable. As far as the candles, when I make the candles, they'll be made out of gemstone sand, so it won't have any sand. It'll have just straight up gems in it, and I am going to be making the small candles at 75 because it's what really makes it expensive is the gemstone sand that I have to acquire. So unfortunately, if I was just making sand candles, I could get it from anywhere, from any place, from the beach or something. And I would be, if it was made out of sand, I would have just made it as 25. But I'm making with gemstone, straight gemstone sand, and that in itself, I unfortunately will be um, putting the small one at 75, the medium one at 100, and then 120 for I'm gonna say 125 for the large candle. For the gemstone candles, they're made out of like the wax, and there's gonna be gemstone like it'll be coated in the gemstone sand because that's how it sets. Um, there will also be a little change to the soap, how it's listed. So you will not see it as just soap. I will be basically doing a lot of changes to my website to make it look better, and so you can see it better. I will also be doing a lot of ad marketing and stuff like that, but that won't be until later of uh, June when I start making the perfume. I did say, however, that I would start making perfume products in the month of June because I did say that as a timeline. So I want you guys to know that that's what's available, what's going on right now. I hope you will like the new updates to the store. And I love you guys so much. Thank you. Well met, blessed be. Let's co-create together outside and of our realities to the world. Okay, so let us continue to co-create and create individual realities for ourselves and co-create with other people. So much love. Bye.